It was a crisp Monday morning when 14-year-old Sofia Oliveira stepped into the Gran Progreso Bank branch, dressed in her school uniform, simple blouse, skirt, and closed shoes. A mix of nerves and pride coursed through her. Today, she'd make her first solo bank deposit, clutching a $5,000 scholarship check earned through her stellar academic performance. The money symbolized her hard work and newfound independence, and she was determined to handle it alone. Without her parents' help to make it to the counter, Sophia handed the check to the teller, her heart pounding. Behind the desk, Beatriz Almeida, a sharply dressed manager in her early 40s with an air of superiority, noticed her immediately. Her professional smile faltered as she eyed the check. A $5,000 check for a student your age. Beatrice's voice rose, loud enough for nearby clients to hear. Where did this come from? Sophia's cheeks flushed, but she steadied herself. It's my academic scholarship, she explained calmly, though her hands trembled as she presented her award letter and school ID. The teller, Ricardo, took the check, his expression shifting from neutral to suspicious. He held it up to the light, scrutinizing it like a detective, then glanced at Beatrice, who approached with growing disdain. We've had issues with fake checks lately, Beatrice muttered, her tone dripping with contempt. We'll need to verify everything. Sophia's anxiety spiked. She'd expected a routine deposit, not this scrutiny. I need to call my mom, she said, her voice faltering. She's waiting at home. My phone's at school. Beatrice barely glanced at her. That's not our problem. You'll wait until we're done. Left standing in the bustling lobby, Sophia felt the weight of Beatrice's arrogance as the manager stepped aside, arms crossed, watching her with a smug expression. Whispers and stares from other clients intensified her humiliation. The marble floor grew colder beneath her feet as minutes dragged on. Despite the ordeal, Sophia's sharp mind remained alert. She'd always noticed how people were treated differently. But today, she felt it firsthand from across the room. She overheard Beatrice murmur to Ricardo, "We must maintain our standards here. We can't let just anyone walk in and expect to be treated like they belong." The words stung, confirming Sophia's fear. This wasn't about the check. It was about her appearance. She clenched her fists, fighting to stay composed. Her wait stretched nearly an hour, the whispers growing louder. She watched Beatrice fawn over a well-dressed elderly couple, escorting them to a VIP area, while dismissing a young man with a heavy accent and brushing off a black couple with cold indifference. The disparity fueled Sophia's resolve. When Beatrice ordered the security guard to keep an eye on her and ensure she didn't leave, Sophia's heart raced, but she held her ground. Then a pivotal moment. Beatrice handed a confidential folder to a tall, imposing man, Armando Carraz, CEO of Meridional Financial, a rival to her mother's firm. Sophia recognized the name from her mother's casual mentions of business rivalries. The exchange, marked by Beatrice's anxious smile, suggested sabotage. Sophia's mind raced. She jotted notes in her leather-bound notebook, times, names, details, determined to document the betrayal. As Beatrice returned to the counter, her gaze locked on Sophia with unease, as if sensing she'd been caught. Sophia spoke up, voice trembling but firm. "I'm not a problem. I earned this scholarship and came to deposit it like anyone else." Beatrice ignored her, ordering the guard to escort Sophia to the back. The lobby watched in silence as she was marched away, her pride bruised but unbroken. Hours later, the bank doors swung open, and Helena Oliveira, Sophia's mother and a renowned financial expert, entered. Her presence commanded attention. Beatrice straightened, offering a forced smile, but Helena's focus was on Sophia, isolated in the corner. "Are you okay?" Helena asked, her voice laced with concern. Sophia nodded, then handed over her notebook, recounting the discrimination and the suspicious meeting with Carraz. Helena's expression hardened. Turning to Beatrice, she said icily, "You owe my daughter an apology, and me an explanation." Beatrice stammered, but Helena cut her off. "I know you've been conspiring with Armando Carraz, leaking confidential information. This isn't just poor service, it's corporate espionage." The room fell silent as Helena declared, "You're fired, effective immediately." The guard, who'd once escorted Sophia, now led Beatrice out, her arrogance shattered. Helena addressed the staff. "This institution will undergo a full review. We'll ensure no one faces the disrespect my daughter endured today." In the months that followed, an investigation exposed Beatrice's sabotage and discriminatory patterns. The bank's leadership changed, and a new training program on fair banking practices was introduced. That Sophia's ordeal became a turning point. Invited to speak at Collegio Virtus, she shared her story, advocating for financial literacy and equality. Her humiliation transformed into a platform for change, guided by her mother's lesson. Even in injustice, one can make a difference. Sophia smiled, knowing her strength had turned a painful moment into a legacy of resilience.